Hi folks, Slick Slices here. I did a little video on the evolution of the ladybug here, just to sort of show how it's changed over time. Now I'm going up effectively two sizes, although you could call it one size, but bigger than the ladybug is one called the man bug, which I think they did just because the idea of trying to sell a knife called the ladybug to men just didn't really wash because lady. So they made one called the man bug, and the man bug is exactly the same length. It's just slightly taller than the ladybug. I don't have one, but you know, there it is. Now, I've done a video on this Dragonfly before, but the Dragonfly, as I say, is effectively a size up, and it adds a little bit more sculpting to the blade, because you've got a little bit more real estate to do it, because you kind of get this wedge that you don't have on here, and a little bit more shaping to the handle, although actually that shaping goes back very much more towards that of the original ladybug. You've got the volcano grip as you have on the little ladybug here. It's now on this. You do also get a wire sort of paperclip style pocket clip on this, but personally I don't really like a pocket clip on this knife because I keep it in my little pocket slip, and the clip just sort of gets in the way. But anyway, the reason I'm showing you these, because you've seen them both of these before, is because I've got another one, and this is the another Dragonfly, that is, but this one is a little bit more smart. Now I think when you had the original Spyderco pocket knives, they were originally stainless steel, because the original ones were built on a knife of this series which had stainless steel handles that Sal Glesser but effectively took a grinder to, and he added the opening hole to the back of the blade, and then took a grinder to the handle. So they started by being made like this, which, as I say, I think comes out of the Moki factory. So this is the Dragonfly, but what I particularly like about this one, other than the fact it's stainless steel, is that it is the tattoo version, and tattoo because it has this beautiful design on it, the dragonfly and grass and little flowers, which I think is very Japanese, very pretty. Comparing the two knives though, effectively they're very similar shape, they're not identical. Shaping of the handle is very slightly different around here, but they are actually quite different knives in other ways. They're both essentially the same shape of blade, a similar shape of handle. They're both lockbacks. They've both got the boy dent on the lockback, which suggests this one isn't actually as old as it looks, and I suspect this is actually quite a new knife, and this particular one is actually quite new. There are some other differences though, and this is in materials and in both in materials and in construction. So first of all, this one is K390 tool steel, which is very hard wearing, long lasting, semi-stainless steel. This one here is in VG10, which is a very typically Japanese steel, made by Hitachi, I don't know, it probably is. And so that's it's more stainless but less hard wearing. I don't know what the Rockwell on this is. I'm afraid Arnie wants to join in. I think he wants fed. So when I finish doing this video, I shall go and feed him and his brother. His brother's called Brody, by the way. But Arnie gets in the videos because he talks. Brody doesn't get in the videos because he's quiet and well behaved. But Brody's little Westie, and Arnie is a Catalan sheepdog who was a rescue from Spain, who'd spent 2 years in a pariah in Spain, which is a long time to last. You have to have character to last that long before they put you down. But he managed to survive, and he came to live with us. I think it's 3 years ago now. I've had him a while. Anyway, back to the knives. enough. Back to the knives. So this is VG10, whereas this is K390. Blade shape is very similar, but the striking difference, and to me, the huge improvement in this one is this one doesn't have any jimping. I don't like the jimping. I think it's uncomfortable. It's rough on your hands. There's no need to it, for it doesn't provide any significant benefits. As far as I'm concerned, the shape gives you all the mechanical purchase that you need. Obviously, when you come to the handles, one's made of plastic and one's made of stainless steel. They're both, as I say, backlocks. They both have the wide dent. The stainless steel has none of the moulding, the grippy bits that you have in the plastic. So in many ways it makes the plastic one a more practical knife, and obviously it's inevitable it's much lighter than the stainless steel one. But I think there's enough grip in this one for there not to be a problem, and you don't really miss the ribbing on the back of the plastic. You don't really miss the volcano grip particularly, although I do think they do make this have a quality that you just don't get from the likes of the Urban, which just looks cheap. I don't like it. So the other big difference, of course, is that the Dragonfly is screwed together, which is a step up from the Ladybug, which is still riveted, which has always been riveted. You know, back in the early Ladybugs, it was riveted as well. This actually has screws holding it together. It had an extra screw holding on the pocket clip. I took the pocket clip off. This one also has a pocket clip, but instead of having the wire clip, it's got a more traditional sort of spring clip, 3-screw job. In many ways, I think I'd like to take that off, but I kind of think this is more, although I do use it, unfortunately it's got some scratches on it from using it already. There is more sort of collectability in it, so I'm probably less inclined to take the clip off it, but well, we'll see. I might take it off anyway. I've been carrying this one a lot. I've had it about a month, and it's been my EDC for most of that month because I've been we're not locked down anymore, but I've been in the house a lot. When I was going out every day, I tended to carry a slip joint all the time. At the moment, I've got the Benchmade proper in my pocket because it's a slip joint. Anyway, so the most obvious thing about this, obviously, is the design, which is really nicely. It's engraved and coloured, so I don't know how the coloration process is put on, but it does go in the colours of the rainbow. You've got, you know, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet right at the end. So you've got the full colours of the rainbow as you go across the knife, which is quite nice as well. Nice touch. I just think this is just a really pretty knife. That's the reason that I wanted one for a long time, and I put on the Heine Haynes website that it was you know, notify me when it comes back into stock, and it came back into stock. They had 2 of them, so I jumped on and bought one, despite the fact I've told myself I'm not buying any knives at the moment, but nonetheless, there we go. I had to buy that one, so it's the only knife I've bought in the last month or so. I've just done a couple of trades for some other things, but that's the only one I've bought. So anyway, that's really all I wanted to show you. It's the Spyderco tattoo. It comes in a wee Spyderco box. There's nothing to show you really there that would make any difference. I put little leather lanyards on these ones just because I've been carrying them in a slip, and it makes them easier to pull out of the slip. So there we are, the Spyderco Dragonfly tattoo and the Dragonfly K390 with these nice teal coloured grips. So there we are. Thanks very much. If you like this stuff, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of it, please subscribe and remember to ring the bell. Thank you very much. Bye.